Hello everybody, it's Niklas and welcome to this new video on friction. And in this video on the software friction, we are going to see how to create animation, and we will see different features of this software. Subscribe to this YouTube channel if you like the content. First link on the description, the complete course friction is available. So if you want to learn friction starting from scratch with the course structure, it is on the first link on the description. You will see the models, session of the course, what you will be able to learn. It is a complete course with different hours of training content. Second link on the description, it is a website in link with this YouTube channel. You can discover software in this YouTube channel. And second link on the description, it is a website with all the complete courses available to learn this different software. So something that I'm going to do first, it is to create a rectangle. So I will create a rectangle just here. And this rectangle, I will go on the stroke options, none, and on the fill options flat, I will define some color, like some blue color. And I will put more this type of blue color. Then I will go right click here, center the pivot, and I will activate in the geometry panel center and center, just like that. So now something that I will do, it is to add the text. To add the text, I will click here and I can go left click on this area. And after to do this work, I will go right click. So I will click on my text just here and I will go right click, center pivot. So thanks to that, I can go in the center here, and if I press S to scale, I will be able to scale my text just like this inside my rectangle. So now I would like to create a small animation with this. So how I can do? I can go on the right here, and in my rectangle options, I will just activate the transformation, and I will activate all the transformation here. And the rectangle, what I will do also the things for the text. So I will go on the text, and I will activate all the transformation. So at 0 on my timeline, at 0, what I will do? I will select my text and I will press S to scale and to scale until here. Then I will decrease the opacity at 0%. And then I will go on my timeline. We will change a little bit. I can zoom out directly on my cursor here. And I will go at 40. And at 40, I will recuperate the opacity to 100. So here, for example, we have, I need to put 0 here. And on this area, I need to put 100. And I will press S to scale also as well, just like this here. So now if I play the animation, we will obtain something like this. And I will do, for example, the same type of things with the rectangles. So with the rectangles, I will click here and activate the rectangle at 0. And at 0, I will put opacity of 100 and I will scale the rectangle as well. So I need to click on my rectangle here and I will press S to scale the rectangle as well, like this. And when I go at 40, I will do the same type of things. So it means at 40, I will recuperate my transparency and I will press S to scale as well until, for example, this area. And thanks to that, I created this small animation. Just take a look and I can do something like this. So now, if, for example, I want to change the speed, you have a graph editor. So, for example, for the title, I can go on my text option here. And we can change that for example, we have the scale value. And we have the x-axis, y-axis. We can activate a graph editor. And here, for example, we have x and we have y. And I can also work with the 2. And if, for example, I work with the x-axis, as you can see on the graph editor, we obtain this, and it's perfectly linear. So it means we can, for example, take this point, and we can activate something like corner node, and I can take this, and I can use corner node as well. And for example, I can move here, and if on this area I move here, it will be slow at the beginning, then faster and slow. I'm going to show you with the text, so just like this. So here we can change the speed. And for the transparency as well, for all the elements. So all this type of transformation, translation, for example, you have X, Y, and the graph. So you can activate the graph. It works for the cheer, for all this type of option. Also the opacity, you can change the vitesse as well using this type of things. So now if I just zoom out and I go at 40, it was just to show you the graph editor. And I can do also on the y-axis, for example. On the y-axis, now it's in blue. I can click here and I can put also a corner node, maybe. Just like this, I can deactivate X2. I can deactivate here. This is the scale value. So we have the y-axis. Here is the x-axis. So I can put the y-axis, click here, corner, and it is same. I can, for example, drag and move. And here I can also drag and move if I need, just like this. Let's play the animation. So it was just to show you an example about what you can do if you want to change the speed. You can use the graph editor. Let's just come back. So now if I come back to the text option here, when you work with, for example, text layers, you can have specific options for the text. So I'm going to deactivate the graph and, for example, go at 40. And here, when you continue a little bit in the text option, you can find spacing. And the spacing will concern the text. What does it mean? It means, for example, I have the letter option and I can activate spacing here. I activated at 40, but maybe I'm going to drag and move at 50, you see. And for example, at 50, I will go at maybe 60. And at 60, I will change a little bit the letter and I can do something like this, as you can see. Then I will go at 70 and at 70, I will tap 0 on this area to come back. And I can, for example, repeat this process. So it means I can select this image here. And this image, I can select with left click. And I can duplicate at, for example, 80 with Ctrl D. And now I can repeat this sequence. So it means I can go here, then select 90 and Ctrl D to repeat this sequence until 100, for example. And if I want to continue more, I can duplicate at 110 and Ctrl D, just like this. So now let's just play the animation. I will zoom a little out on my timeline. And I will take a look about the animation. And as you can see, you can do something like this. So as you can see, this software is definitely pretty convenient if you want to work with 2D animation. So we are going to stop here for this video. If you like, subscribe to these YouTube channels. First link on the description, the complete course Friction is available. So if you want to learn 2D animation starting from scratch using this software, it is on the first link on the description. You will see session model of the course. It is a complete course, a lot of hours of training content to perfectly master Friction and to be able to create a different type of 2D animation. Second link on the description, it is a website in link with this YouTube channel. You can learn software in these YouTube channels. And second link on the description, it is a summary of all the complete courses on all the software that we use on these channels. For next video, see you. Ciao, ciao.